Well, let me say at the outset that the IICA, the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs in the Government of India, which was set up by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs about 2 years ago, is indeed privileged to associate its name with the famous Porter Prize. The Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs is actually a major think tank for the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. It's also a very good connect between the ministry itself and the corporate world. The Prime Minister of India inaugurated our institute on the 13th of April 2012, and we are now into the areas of corporate law, corporate finance, competition law, corporate social responsibility, as well as corporate governance. As we chalk out our trajectory and as we look at the horizons that we want to reach out to, let me say that this connect with the Porter Prize is going to be a truly fortuitous one. Not just fortuitous, it's going to be something that will be path-breaking. So many of the seminal ideas that Dr. Porter has given to the world at large, both to businesses, to governments, and to a whole host of people involved in the economic activity, we see that the concept of shared value in particular is one that has transformed, I think, thinking across the business and the corporate world. So powerful is that concept that many large, medium, small businesses have quite clearly seen a new perspective of sharing the wealth that they are producing with those that are less advantaged, and have also tried to leverage their business capabilities to help out with that part of the world which is in need of help, which actually wants to stand on its own feet but is not empowered to do so. And this is something that governments alone cannot do. Corporates and the business world have, over these last 3 or 4 years, quite clearly understood that if they want to be sustainable businesses, then the value that they create must not be a selfish value. It must not be a value they create just for themselves. It must be the shared value that they are willing to bring other stakeholders on board and to benefit them. Truly speaking, I think this concept takes forward and advances the very basic concept of the great C.K. Prahalad, who talked about the bottom of the pyramid. And there is therefore an evolution of that very same idea. We in India, as we move more and more strongly into the area of CSR and corporate governance and strategic thinking, which, given that our economy is now at the crossroads, is so timely, we have the Companies Bill coming up. And this Companies Bill actually has 2 or 3 very important provisions, one of which says that CSR reporting will be essential, that within the boardroom there will be a designated independent member in charge of CSR. It also says that companies which have a profit after tax of 5 crores of Indian rupees must all of them report their CSR activities. This is really the ushering in of a whole new generation of CSR activity. And therefore the time is right that the apex institution, which is the IICA in India, connects with the Porter Prize. That prize and the IICA together will build not only a powerful brand value, but will give to the concepts enshrined therein a new life, a completely cross-sectional generational awareness, and this will spread out to every nook and cranny of this great country. This association will indeed be a happy and fruitful one.